You guys are live.
All right. Welcome. Joined with me today, I've got Seed on commentary, and then I'll be doing any percent for LEGO Marvel. I'm ready to go into it, unless you have something else to say, Seed. But
No, go ahead.
all right, should be good. No cut should be entered, so
Yeah, let's see how this goes. This is a really exciting game. We haven't seen this one on LEGOthon in a hot while.
yeah, it's been a couple years, I think.
Welcome back to New York, gentlemen.
Look at this mess.
And yeah, starting off, he's gonna start this run really quickly with some 1P2C here. This run does not have, or this game does not have that much like broken tech. So you're just gonna see a lot of very cool 1P2C all over, or all over the place, and yeah, that's right away seen over here. And this first room, he has to just get to Abomination and then defeat him to end this room. This game has 20 levels, I believe, and is it 20 or is it 15?
I think it's 15. 20 is the
Okay,
second.
sorry, it's 15. Yeah, 20 is on LMC2. Right, so yeah, there's 15 levels, and they all revolve around some boss fights from a Marvel comics or a Marvel movie. So it's not based on any of the Marvel movies, but there's some segments of it that are pretty similar to the movies. And yeah, Gus is playing this run on PC. Normally Xbox is the fastest version, but Gus chose to choose this one PC for just marathon safety. And do you know how much PC loses in No-Cut?
I'm not
Xbox?
sure. I think it's like 4 or 5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah,
if
okay.
that, might even be less, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess we'll talk about why that's the case when we actually encounter that.
Yeah. And so while he's doing PTCing there, I guess yeah, this game is one of the first games to have a proper flying characters that you'll see a lot of in this run. And this is why this game is really hard to break, kind of, because whenever you have a flying character, there's also gonna be a ceiling in the room, which makes it really difficult to go out of bounds. So that's why this game has just less skips than all the others around it, but still makes for an interesting speedrun. And yeah, as you can see, just has to clear up the enemies there. And this level is based on mostly, I guess, the Spider-Man villain, the Sandman here.
Looks like the
You're gonna
writing
see
is
him
on
fight.
the wall for you guys.
Unfortunately, this level is probably one of the most, like, just plain levels in the run. There's not much to it. No tricks or anything, really. It's just a bunch of 1P2C.
Yeah,
But
fortunately,
they do get a bit more
it's
broken.
Yeah, fortunately, it's one of the only ones that's like really plain. This might be the only level left without a skip, I think.
I think that's probably right.
Yeah. But it is still quite interesting.
Super Zeros. Good luck
This guy just has to throw
Well, there's something you don't see
piece of
every
debris
day.
at the
A large building I don't own.
castle, and that ends this room.
I always knew there was a real buzz around your name.
But yeah, there's a lot of there's gonna be a lot of villains later on in this game that we actually haven't like officially seen in Marvel movies yet, so it's gonna be quite interesting, especially the Fantastic Four, which are set to release in the movies some like couple years from now.
Yeah, I
So,
think
yeah.
so.
Fantastic Four are a very big focus on this game. But yeah, here, 1P2 seeing a lot of this is kind of bottleneck, but mainly by Spider-Man, but 1P2 seeing this just to get a little bit faster. First, you have to do the right side on the left side to shut down this electricity to get to the proper part of this room, which is the Sandman boss fight.
And I actually just turned Hulk into Banner there because Hulk cannot climb ropes at all. So in order to get Hulk up there, I had to turn him to Banner, and then I'll switch him
I
back.
didn't give up.
I think that's like the only
Let's
place you
find
actually
a
do
way
that.
to take this thing down.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
it's
believe so.
useful. Yeah.
Also, I'd like to mention that the incentive for this run got met earlier, which means that means I believe Gus will be doing an all Deadpool levels run right after this any percent run.
I won't be doing all, because all is quite long. So I'll just do a
Okay.
few. Just cool
Oh
ones.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, those are the bonus levels. They're pretty cool, honestly. They're just like short mini levels that usually take place in one area. I don't know, it's cool. They're broken in free play, that's for sure.
Yeah, and they have some really cool like Deadpool fourth wall breaking,
Mm.
kind of funny gimmicks. But this is a really long boss fight. Like I said, this is the only level without the skip now, and it's one of the longer ones.
Yeah.
Without getting sand in this
Just has to
costume.
wait around for Sandman to do his attacks to progress to the next phase. He's gonna get a lot more interesting in the next level.
Mm.
These guys' attacks are so
Especially, we have
fast.
some new
Sand, I've definitely
strats
seen
coming up in this run that
right
haven't been done in any percent run yet, so it's gonna be really hype.
Yeah. Hopefully they go well, but we shall see.
So that was the final. For I believe now, all he'll have to do is pull some handles and destroy the final arm.
Got me that time, but I'll still beat you to the punch.
If we could find a way to get out of bounds in this level, we'd be able to skip this fight, and also the other two rooms as well. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, we haven't found that yet.
Yeah, this game is really well made with collision. There is some levels where you get out of bounds just because the collision is bad, but in most rooms in the game, the collision is like really well built. You can't really clip with the flying characters anywhere. Unless you have a certain extra, which we will not unfortunately be getting in this run.
Yeah.
There's an extra in this game. It's called mini characters, similar to the compy mode extra we've seen in Jurassic World. That just breaks every flying character for some reason. So that was the first level.
Yeah. Not much to it, but that's fine. It's a nice little intro, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And this game has a one-of-a-kind skippable camera pans in the hub, which is really a great idea, and I don't know why they didn't do that more often, but yeah. At least it's in one game.
We need you back at the Baxter building
True.
pronto. Director Fury wants as much info on those
So right now it kind of just like shows you the mechanics of the hub world. So you drop down from the shield helicarrier to the main area of the hub, kinda. And the objective here is to get to the Baxter building, which you need to build the travel chute here, and after that do some puzzles with Cap and Mr. Fantastic.
Shouldn't be happening.
And yeah, this guy, Mr. Fantastic, is gonna be a focus of quite a few levels, and he has some really unique mechanics to him, which we'll see in the second room particularly, this next level.
Yeah, he is a interesting character. I think he's one of the most broken single person characters, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with you.
Could the thing have just taken a tumble in the shower? Or is something more sinister afoot for Reed Richards?
But yeah, this game is gonna have an hub section before every level. Some are short, some are long. This one is one of the longer ones. But it's almost done here after he opens this door.
Another system on the blink?
Or it is done after he opens this door.
Working just fine. Unfortunately. I'd like to know exactly who's using it.
I guess a fun fact I can quickly mention right now is this, I believe, is the best sold LEGO game of all time, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this was
Which
definitely
makes sense when it was released.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
huge back, you know, when I was playing it as a kid. It's like everybody knew this game.
It was released like at the time where the Marvel movies were really popping off, so it makes sense why everybody wanted to buy this game.
Yeah.
Destroy them, my Octobots!
And also, do you want to explain the shield intros there? that we just
Okay.
watched?
So, as you can see there was a little intro just explaining some things. So those actually play at the start of every level. Okay, let me just get this trick first. Work.
This is a difficult jump.
Yeah, it's not very fun. It can go well sometimes, and then sometimes it just doesn't. Okay, don't know why that didn't work. What? Okay, interesting. Okay, there we go. Ugh.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so each level has a shield intro where I don't know her name, but
Maria Hill.
yeah, that's it. She's just explaining what's going down. And so on Xbox, if you have the no-cut code, you can actually skip those if you open up the home menu and then instantly go back into the game. It allows you to just skip them after that. So that's what we do on Xbox, but for some reason on PC it doesn't actually let you do that. Unless you do some weird stuff with disabling audio and stuff, but that's a bit of a can of worms, so we don't do that. Yeah, and then like in total, probably saves around like 5 minutes, just because you can skip them on Xbox. So yeah, the boards have been split because of that. Pretty much
it's a really
solid.
weird glitch.
Yeah.
It's just they are supposed to be skippable. It is a mechanic on the. We have access to like an earlier version of the game, and they are skippable on that earlier version. But on the main release, they're not, just because of some weird audio-related glitch. That basically the reason it works on Xbox with the menu is because the menu temporarily disables audio. On PC, as far as we know, there's no way to temporarily disable audio, so that's why it can't really do anything, unfortunately. But it makes it kind of nice because it makes PC not the fastest in every game. So
Yeah, no, it is cool. And like there were a couple launches which made standard fast, but those have all but one have been obsoleted, I think, and that one only saves like 15 seconds.
yeah, exactly. This is also a really long room. The early levels, some of the rooms in them are really long. But after once we get to like the late game, the rooms get a little bit shorter. There's still some like 5-minute boss fights, but not for a while.
Yeah, yeah. The boss fights are kind of boring, because you can't really speed them up at all. But whatever.
Yeah, so this is like the first room with some actual skips. So he's gonna do a very precise jump with Cap there and glide over with Mr. Fantastic. Now another set of jumps with Cap here. Didn't quite make that one.
There we go. There is a skip here, but it's really weird. That like skips this whole sequence. You can like attack Dr. Octopus. We'll see in a sec. Like earlier than you should be able to. But it's like so weird. You have to hit him in like a specific order, and you have to hit like some of the plants and stuff. It's just weird. So I don't do that. But there's a couple of those like skips throughout the run that I don't do, just because they're just a bit hard to save time with.
Yeah, for sure. This game. See, when the game is not really broken, you gotta get creative, and some of these tricks are really creative, so
yes.
they tend to be a little annoying sometimes. We will see a kind of a huge skip in just a second with Mr. Fantastic's unique ability. He has his whole thing is basically that he's kind of like Elastigirl in Incredibles. So he can use grapple points with just his hand, and turns out in this game specifically there was a weird glitch, you'll see in a second, where if Gus is able to basically hold or try to grapple with Mr. Fantastic and cancel that grapple animation with a jump, he is gonna have a free access to the grapple cursor without and by still being able to move, which is huge, and it allows you to do some weird stuff you're gonna see in a second here.
Yeah, it's actually such a weird glitch. I am gonna kill these guys though, because if they get in the way, then it's not good. Okay, let's see if I get this quick. Okay, that's it. I don't think this is gonna work because they might block me. Oh, they didn't. Let's go. Oh, that's not good. Okay. If you target an enemy, it just like screws you. Bruh. If you get it like first thing, then it's usually fine, because then you're not stuck with like a bad cycle. Okay, so this should be good. I'm gonna go away. Okay, so that should work.
It's a long way down.
Nice.
Cool.
Yep. So yeah, because of that, like free state of the cursor, he was able to grapple while on the other side of the building, which then like gave him a huge boost and gave him an ability to do a second jump, which made that gap possible to cross.
Yeah, and that
Usually
skip.
on
Oh,
yeah, what I was gonna say is that there used to on Xbox it actually saves quite a lot of time. Because you need to, there's no other way to skip this. On PC there used to be a VSync launch that is now obsoleted because of this trick. This trick is really, really cool. And we're gonna see another, this one is like the only like huge piece of tech we're gonna see in this speedrun. So, kill planes in this game are, all of them are just suggestions basically. This is one of the games where if you interact with a kill plane while in like basically any other animation, you're just gonna go past the kill plane, which I think we'll be seeing here in a sec. Yeah. So he puts Spider-Man on kind of on the ground or in the air here, and he's gonna do a slam attack with Mr. Fantastic, which is gonna push Spider-Man straight through the kill plane. That was unfortunate. But yeah, you can push him straight through the kill plane and just progress out of bounds to the end of the room.
Okay.
Like so.
This is really weird though, because if you go, it's like a wall on both sides, and you kind of get sandwiched. So you gotta like hug the wall basically, but then if you hug the wall, you start sticking to it. So it's kind of weird movement, but you know, once you figure it out, it's not so bad.
Yeah, Spider-Man has some unique movement in this game. He's basically a flying character.
Yeah, pretty much.
He can move at free will, and the thing is, I don't think some of the developers realized Spider-Man is a flying character, because there's some puzzles in this game we're gonna see. I guess Deadpool also had one of them. There's some puzzles designed specifically for Spider-Man to get past some gaps or get to a higher ledge, when you can just kind of, you know, grapple or not grapple, swim with him to the spot without doing any of those puzzles.
Yeah.
So
Over the top angry. Any advice?
there's like a really obscure one in the second to last level where the whole point of the room is to get Spider-Man across a gap, and you can literally just swing across.
This boss fight is like so frustrating if you accidentally go into his reach, because he'll pick you up and then like slam you down, and it loses like 10 seconds each time that happens at least. It also ruins his cycle, I think, so definitely don't want to get caught by him.
Yeah, but other than that, this boss fight is pretty simple.
Yeah, it's not hard. You can lose a ton of time. Okay, there we go. That's it. If he does his slam attack, like the big one where you meant to chop off his leg after that, if he does it past this barrier, then you can't do it, and so you just have to wait for him to do the entire thing again. So I had that happen once. That was not fun.
Oh yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
I need to prepare my copy pasta for one of the later levels. This game has some really interesting dialogues in some places, and there is one that I would specifically like later on. Yeah, basically this is the last phase of the boss fight, because after he gets this last, like, he just has to punch the boss once to end the level. And the thing is, it's kind of funny, you actually end the level before the voice line ends.
I think he's meant to run away further.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is a cool hub section. Can go wrong though, so we'll see.
Green Goblin has been sighted entering Oscorp.
You're not doing the new thing here.
No.
Probably not fast, is it?
I don't know if it's fast.
I guess we'll find our own way to Oscorp
Close.
then.
This jump is really weird. It's like hard, but also once you kind of get a feel for it, it's like, yeah, it's not so bad. You can like jump off the edge way later than you think you could. So that skips a lot. That skips like getting Hawkeye over and all this stuff.
Yeah, I think when I've run those, that jump wasn't known about. That's really cool.
It is cool, yeah.
I need to run this game again, but not for a while.
I didn't know that could do that. Alright. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that is... Alright. If you fall off, your best bet is to die. Because otherwise you have to run up here again. Okay, clutch.
Nice. And yeah, so like I said, there's a lot of places where there are ceilings, but in this and some of the other hub sections, they don't expect you to have flying characters, because you just can't get flying characters here. So they don't really extend invisible walls that much, as you can see on that gate he jumped over.
Within the Oscorp building's
So
high
this is the
security
third level of the
perimeter,
game. This
Warren
one is
Osborn's labs have
exploratory
extensive
laboratory.
research into radical new chemical and genetic
The
technologies.
Venom level, the level with the infamous jump scare.
Hold on tight, fellas.
Where did Green Goblin go?
Don't worry, the goblin will be waiting for
This level has some cool skips.
Proceed with caution. We need to find
Yeah, another one of those kind of puzzles there where they want you to get Spider-Man to a higher level, but you can just get him early. They're gonna be coming up here. And there's also the very weird boss fight coming up with the Green Goblin. He's just gonna walk by, you need to shoot him once, and that's the end of the boss fight. Yeah, I definitely had some ideas for the boss fights. Although I must say the boss fights in the next LEGO Marvel Superheroes game are a little bit better. We'll see that in 2 days, so make sure to be there.
Yeah, that game is a really cool run as well. I think it's also gotten a lot better.
It's a lot better now than it used to be.
That's not good.
Yep, so that was pretty easy.
Caution. Possible laboratory break-in confirmed by this explosion. Please direct your panic-stricken running to the nearest exit.
Attacked with an elevator? That's wrong on so many levels.
Okay, there we go. I got my copy pasta.
Give up the cosmic brick, Goblin. Game's over.
Oh, it's just begun, web brain.
And yeah, here we kind of get, well, I guess it was kind of introduced in the last, in the hub section, but this is a bigger introduction, I guess, to the stealth mechanics. So, not exclusive to this game, not the first game to do it, but they utilize this a lot, where Black Widow and a few other characters can basically do a turn invisible, basically, and get past some security cameras, like so. Those security cameras, if they detect a character, they shut down the... They just kind of block you.
Yeah.
But yeah, Black Widow can just get past.
Also, what I try to do as much as I can is to activate her invisibility during downtime, because it takes like 2 or 3 seconds for her to actually turn it on. So I'll usually do that when there's a I'm doing something with player 1.
Yeah, and you can't cancel the animation really well, so just kind of a downtime moment. But yeah, this is an interesting skip here. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna keep player Spider-Man at this lever, and for some reason when he does that and he goes to use this tech panel, the camera will just forget Spider-Man is there, and so he's able to pull that lever without needing the stealth. Really weird skip, no idea how it works, but saves quite a bit because you don't need to get Hawkeye over here.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. There's also that jump at the start, which is pretty cool. Well, not the start, but
yeah.
Yeah.
The whole lab's been abandoned.
Oh yeah, this level also has, or this room also has a skip here. That we'll see in a bit. So he's gonna put Spider-Man by the door, and with Black Widow he's gonna do the right side here. You're normally supposed to have Spider-Man over here to help Black Widow get over, but you can just do a precise jump from that. He's gonna do this puzzle with Black Widow, and after that, for a cinematic effect, this door Spider-Man is in front of is gonna open. I believe it's for Venom to go through the door. But in the process of doing that, Venom will also push Spider-Man through the door.
Yeah, which...
Or somebody will.
Yeah, there's like a goon. Yeah, there you go. He like does a big slam. Yeah. And pushes him in. Which, like, when I first started running this, I was worried that it wasn't going to be 100% consistent, but it is. He does it every single time.
Yeah, it's really nice. So now he just has to do some blind grappling and building to build this speaker, which apparently the symbiote or whatever doesn't tolerate loud sounds, according to this game. So that's how you get rid of the barrier blocking your entry here, even though you can't really see it. And get ready to be spooked. This is the only LEGO jump scare that I am aware of.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. It's actually funny though, because it is like an actual jump scare that could scare some people if they're not expecting it, so...
Yeah. No, it's
I
actually
don't
well
know why
done.
they put it there. Yeah.
Oh, classic.
Oh, yeah, you got the cutscene skip. I was gonna say, the cutscene trigger is not active immediately. You can get past the cutscene trigger before it appears. It's really amazing. So again, like I mentioned, the alien symbiote doesn't tolerate the music, so they're gonna do there's 3 puzzles, or the Venom has 3 hearts, and you need to take all of them out with some loud sound, I believe. And yeah, dealing that hit to Venom during the caravan.
This boss fight's a lot of just shooting the guys, and that's it, really.
Yeah, I think it's timer based, right? Don't really
Yeah.
need to kill the guys.
I just do, because what else am I gonna do, you know?
Yeah, fair.
Also, when it gets to the
Yeah, so
last
this
stage,
one-
there's like building that I need to do, so... Oh, that was nice. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, oh. So, also a thing about this game is that this is one of the games that enemies cannot interrupt your building animations, except if they do a slam or electricity attack, which the electricity enemies is something that are gonna appear later on, and it's really...
It's so fun.
Really,
it's so fun, man.
Yeah. It's basically enemies that can animation cancel everything you do, and it's really amazing when you're halfway through building something or doing anything really, and you just get attacked by an electricity enemy.
Yeah.
I would say that's like the only thing where they really messed up with this game. But yeah, I'm not gonna see them for a while, fortunately. So this is the final hit. You need to hit the Venom, and then that ends the level. The next level is the Red Head Detention. Is that correct?
No, Rock Up.
No. Oh, it's Rock Up. Yeah.
Why would someone break into the
I missed whole 2 levels.
raft? Better check it out ASAP.
Okay, so we do actually have a skip in the hub, which is cool.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. So now he needs to get to the raft. To go to the raft. That's where the next level is. And using this vehicle point here, he can get the Quinjet, I think. And with the Quinjet, he is able to get past the... he's able to basically get past the lasers of the raft. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna warp player 2 over there. Because the AI in the hub tries to teleport to you at any opportunity it has. And yeah, so that unlocks the travel point, and after that, I believe Iron Man should also warp to you.
Yeah. He can warp in like weird places. I don't really know how it's decided, but I usually just call it in around now. Okay. That's really annoying, actually.
No, I think it's behind you. Yeah.
What?
Okay, you not get past the lasers.
I'm just gonna do
You
this.
fly over. Okay.
No, you can't fly, I think, over it, and it just wouldn't let you. He's
Yeah.
meant to spawn like somewhere here, but it's weird. I don't really get it. Like last time,
Yeah, also
he
this...
spawned like here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my god. Is that gonna...
I thought he would fall rescue. Yeah, but the thing about this hub, which is really cool and he's gonna use it a lot in the speedrun, is there is a lot of just like map points, or not map points, they're just fast travel points placed all over the Manhattan, and they just activate if you like fly anywhere close to them or above them or anything. So it's really nice. You don't need to, like some of the later games where you need to just like walk to a certain place and do something to activate a map. When this game just activates them for you.
Yeah, so like
Also,
there's
each
later splits.
vehicle points.
Yeah. There's later splits like with the vehicle points that I'll intentionally fly over them, even though it's technically slow that split, because then I'll have the fast travel point for a different hub split. There is actually a new skip here.
Long level. Oh, there is.
It's like tiny.
Excited to see it.
It's very small, and hopefully I don't mess it up. But instead of taking Wolverine up here, I'll take Hulk, and then I'll throw a thing. I don't actually know how much faster it is, but I'm pretty sure it's a little bit. So we'll see.
Yeah, this level is filled with camera pans, but it has a pretty huge skip in the second room. So.
Let's go, Tin Man.
And it's gonna be our first instead of an out of bounds door in the speedrun. Probably don't need to explain them a lot. We saw them already in the Jurassic World and LCU, Legacy of the Uncover speedruns. But it looks like there's some fun things with the targeting happening.
Yeah, okay. This thing's weird. I haven't really fully figured it out, but I did want to show it off, so... That should work. There we go. Okay, that's what's meant to happen.
Okay, nice. Not supposed to trigger that, are you? Or no, you okay.
Got it. Let's get inside.
But yeah, basically this game, unlike or like the other games in the same kind of era, they just have this game has an out of bounds door that takes you to the next room in every single room, and we will see that in the next room because there's just a hole you can go through out of bounds. And that's kind of all the skips in this game with flying characters is you just need to there's some holes out of bounds or holes in the collision that you can fly through and go out of bounds. But first off, we have also another quick boss fight here, similar length to the Green
Looks like the
Goblin
party's in full
one.
swing. Is
The
that the
leader
leader?
boss fight.
Yeah, you just kind of spam and then that's it. And it's over before you know it.
Yeah. He controls some metal objects that you can conveniently destroy with Iron Man, and that just breaks him. So yeah, we can get through these walls and then activate this this switch. And in this gate that he's gonna open now, if you just fly to the ceiling doesn't exist in one spot. So yeah, that's the hole I was talking about. You can just go out of bounds with that, like you will see.
Like so. And now I'm out. There is a trigger somewhere. Where am I? What?
We're like
there
way
we go.
past, yeah.
I think I need to go further in. There we go. Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, so that skips a lot, actually.
Finally. Come
'Cause
at me, bub.
Also, if you happen to go slightly too far right before flying out in that hole, you activate the Abomination camera pan, which is like, I swear it's like 25 seconds or something.
It is, yeah. There's some camera pans in this game that are super long. There's one especially later on in the hub world that's like a whole minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, this boss fight, there's actually, I guess, two boss fights in one. You kind of need to defeat all the enemies here. Hulk is fortunately very OP with defeating enemies, and then Magneto is gonna spawn some objects for you to throw at the, is it Blade Wolf?
Sabretooth,
his name?
I think.
Sabretooth, okay.
Um,
Blade Tooth is from Metal Gear. Yeah. Or something. I don't know. But yeah, just clean up the enemies, and as you can see, if you run to Sabretooth, he's just gonna run away from you.
Problem with killing these enemies with Hulk is that if you slap and they're too far away from you, it won't actually kill them, it'll just move them. So you need to wait for them to kind of be like surrounding you before you do it. It's just kind of weird. This boss fight sucks. I think it's actually my least favorite in the game. Because these things sometimes will just like, you won't pick them up correctly, and then, okay, that worked. Sometimes you throw it at them and it won't destroy the thing, and then you gotta wait for it to respawn.
Yeah.
It's just like...
Kind of just happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Good, but he is in the last phase now. I think this one has two objects. You need to throw at Sabretooth to defeat him, and then that ends this room. And after that, there's still one more room. This game has really long levels because, unlike I guess Lego City Undercover, which we saw earlier, this game, the sole purpose is to just focus on the levels, not the hub world, really. So the hub world is more a post-game thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, some levels are just like 15 minutes. This game.
This boss fight is really cool. Also, he hits the dab, which makes it even cooler.
Yeah.
But it's just like fun. It's like you're doing a boss fight while doing some like crazy 1p2c.
Shining those searchlights in Abomination's face might give us the upper
So, and what I try to do is I distract Abomination just by running around him, because he just gets stun locked, which is pretty funny. And then I basically just do everything else with Wolverine until the next thing, and then yeah, because I want to keep him in the middle so he doesn't move as much because he has to walk a little bit.
Yeah, but the idea is you just point lights at Abomination. For some reason, he doesn't like them in this game. I'm not sure why it's specifically him, but
I don't know if that's like a lore thing or not. Yeah.
Definitely not in the movie. I'm not sure about the comics. Never read them. But yeah, Sabretooth ensures that you do not use the same light twice on Abomination, so you need to actually get 3 different light projectors onto him. For the second one, he has to build. There's a really convincing lever behind where he is in the background, but that lever is not what progresses the level.
Yeah, no, that's for a mini kit.
Yeah.
When I was doing my D-Rust, I pulled that lever because I thought it was what I needed.
Yeah, it's really strange. It's placed like so.
Hopefully I can get this good cycle. You can, no, I screwed it. Oh, maybe. Let's go.
Yeah, you can overlap those camera pans here.
Yeah.
And even though Sabretooth is literally missing all his shots, the gun does get destroyed in the end there. Yeah, this is the final light projector, but it looks like Abomination is doing his classic stinky breath attack. And yeah, now he has to do the final kind of spamming minigame, and that ends the level.
Yeah, no, I like that level because, well, I mean, the level's cool, but the boss fight's cool because it feels like one of the only boss fights that actually matters if you play fast.
Yeah, I really like that room. The only really bad thing that can happen in that room is the Abomination stun-locking Wolverine, but you can pretty easily get rid of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, now Iron Man does not have his suit, so they need to go get a new one from his building. But what they're gonna find out is that the building has been hijacked, and he's gonna need to go for the Mark 1, which is the suit that basically doesn't really fly or do anything.
Yeah, it's got like rockets, and I think that's actually it.
Yeah, but this level has a some really huge skips coming up. Also, fun fact: this game or this level, I'm not sure if it's. See, I'm not sure if the guys that made the Iron Man 3 movie like did basically retcon the comics, or if this level retcon the comics, because in this level, Aldrich Killian and Mandarin are not the same person. I think they are supposed to be the same person, but
yeah,
maybe in the comics that's not the case. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's some weird inconsistency somewhere, I think.
Great. If Jarvis is been
Yeah.
hacked, then I can't trust my suits either.
Also, yeah, this first room,
They're all connected to the main
those barriers, pretty sure they extend all the way, so even with a good jump you can cross over and you need to disable them.
I might be able to disrupt their pattern buffers though. I just need an interface terminal.
Which you do by smashing everything right here and then building something. Oh yeah, building the panel. That's what it was. But you don't quite disable the shields there. It just kind of makes them flicker, I think.
Yeah, which is kind of annoying for 1P2C because I wish I could just run through there, but no, I've got to actually pay attention.
Yeah.
That kinda did it. We can get past if we time it right.
Cool.
This puzzle is not really intuitive. When I was first like playing this game, I thought that you need to like deflect that laser into something else, but no, you just need to kill the turret.
Yeah, which I think you do again in the level. Like the exact same thing. But yeah, it's like, why,
Yeah.
you know, you wouldn't think to do that.
Yeah, no, this drone has some weird controls when you're first playing as it, but gets better after a bit. And this allows Tony Stark to get the Mark 1.
Yeah, so now we can destroy
Just to-
metal. Yeah.
Yeah, just to destroy metal.
But it should get the job done.
And now we see our main villain of the level. Okay, this first room is pretty boring. It's gonna start getting interesting in the next room. Some actual skips.
Yeah. It sucks because if that first room was, you know, slightly more interesting, this level would be crazy good because it's really cool.
Yeah, true. True that.
Yeah.
So here, because you don't have a flying character, they didn't really like try to stop you from skipping some barriers. So with some good platforming, you can get over this barrier here with both your characters. Like that. And that little red head behind the window, I think that's supposed to be Jarvis,
Yeah.
but it looks really weird. Yeah, with Cap you can jump, skip that little puzzle, jump onto here, and make Iron Man also able to progress.
Thing about this room is that the enemies are so annoying. So I usually just end up killing all of them. Especially in this next section.
Yeah, they do have pathing, so they will follow you.
Yeah. Luckily, rockets make quick. I don't know what the word I'm trying to find is. It kills them quickly.
Yeah. Quick work, I think.
Yeah, that's it. This skip's pretty cool. If I can get it. There we go. It's like you kind of need a bunk, because then it lets you jump up and around, which is pretty cool. And that just
Yeah, it's kind of like BBJ.
yeah, kind of, yeah. It's a lot more lenient, but it's similar idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right here, this is why I said the thing in the first room is not intuitive, because you're not supposed to do the same thing here, you're just supposed to deflect the beams into a socket, which makes a lot more sense than the thing in the first room. But I guess they learned the lesson. Another very similar thing here, except this time you do actually need to destroy it again, so they didn't learn the lesson. But yeah. After that, it's gonna be some weird puzzle here behind this door that ends this room, because you need to get the... So the objective of this room is to get the Mark 42, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is the next Iron Man suit. So you can get through that gold in the back and get to the elevator.
So cool. No time for that now.
The enemies in this room suck because they block the beam. So if you're in the middle of it and it's like charging up and then they block it, then you've got to restart. It's so frustrating when they get in the way.
Yeah, that is the really only thing about this room.
That went really well, actually.
Yeah, that was good. Nice cleanup of the enemies. And now Jarvis turns blue. And we get the Mark 42.
Which is clutch, because the next room would be significantly worse without it.
Yeah, we're gonna see a very huge skip, kind of similar to the one we just saw in the previous level with Iron Man just flying through a random hole in the collision. It's kind of similar, but this one's a little more sketch. I guess you need to look at Iron Man getting his suit for like 15 seconds, but
Yeah.
after that, head for this goal, you go into the elevator. With both characters, you do need to go with both. And there's this boss fight here with, again, Aldrich, Killian, and Mandarin
It's time to
in a second.
teach
Yep.
you so-called
But you can, there's a weird hole in the
lesson.
kill plane, kinda, where you can go out of bounds, and the out of bounds door happens to be exactly where you can drop down. So with a good setup, your guys is gonna be able to just end this boss fight in an instant.
Okay, what?
Not sure what happened there. It's kind of weird because you need to slide and then go like into the wall at a very specific time because there's a very, very small hole that you can go through.
Yeah. That should work? What? Okay. Interesting. It's usually more lenient than this. Okay, that's not gonna work.
Might be further down.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Yep. Nice. So now that he's below everything in this room here, just needs to find the out of bounds door, which he has a good setup for.
This might not work, but whatever. Yeah, no. I kind of YOLO'd that one. Alright, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yes, that skips
a
a really
lot.
long boss fight.
Yeah, no, it's a really long one. There's also an annoying one as well. Alright.
We need to get that arc reactor back before it's used for purposes too dire to
Okay, my
contemplate.
game just froze it.
Follow
That's
the
cool.
signal and find it.
So we go back to this same one. Actually, this is not the one I wanted.
Signal, but it's gonna take a while to pinpoint it exactly. It seems to be
Back to
coming
this
from
one,
somewhere in the
which I think we used as a fast travel point 3 times in the run, which is pretty funny.
Yeah. You can get the Quinjet here.
Yeah.
Fly to the level a little bit faster.
Yeah, because running is quite slow. I guess you could get a car, but I don't actually think it's faster.
Yeah. Also, I think. So yeah, they want you to actually go somewhere else first here, but they don't deactivate the level trigger. So if you know where you're supposed to go, you can go here early, like he's doing right now. And yeah, very, very subtle Hydra logo. And they don't realize it's a Hydra logo until they flip it for some reason. But yeah, after that unlocks a door here you can go through, and yeah, that starts the level. Even though they didn't, or Gus didn't do like the other part of the hub that you're supposed to do.
Yeah. I honestly don't even remember what the intended thing is.
25,000
I think it's like some like tracking some signal, but you don't get it correctly like 2 times. So you go around the block, searching for it.
All right. Yeah.
This level has some interesting skips, some unique ones. So this one, again, because you don't have a flying character here, they didn't really pay that much attention to the skips that you could do with potentially like jumping over some gaps. And there's one right here, so there's a really tough jump that Gus can make from this ledge
Oh,
to this one
hey,
over.
let's go.
Wow, very
That was
nicely
good.
done. And that skips everything in this room.
Yeah.
All he needs to do now is do this tech down.
Yeah, that jump it's hard. I'm surprised I got it first try. It's like a very well spaced jump, plus an edge jump, plus if you hit the wall at all, it doesn't work. Cool. The next room is also a fun one.
It's Hydra.
It skips all of it, which is nice. And then the room after that skips all of it, so bit of a fast-paced level, this one is.
Yeah. Honestly, I forgot room 3 was a thing. I thought it went straight to the boss fight after this one.
Yeah, no, it's so short.
So yeah, this is Human Torch. He's our flying character for this level and for a couple of more levels. And turns out if you go to the right here and you switch characters, the AI is gonna automatically stop flying, and there's a really tiny kill plane, and it's just gonna clip you right through it. The only place in the run where this works. No idea why.
What? Okay. Cool. And then we kind of do a similar thing. Again, there's another hole in the wall. Shout out to the holes in the walls. Which is really funny. Like, once you learn about this skip, it's just like, you know, like, really. So, yep, you just go back here, and then you go up, and that's it.
And that is not a short room.
No.
That skips quite a bit. But yeah, that trick in room 2 you saw with the clipping for the clip is really weird because, like, you can try to do the same thing in this room, but it doesn't really let you. It just kills you, and for some reason only works on that specific kill plane in room 2. But yeah, this is the Red Skull boss fight. It has an interesting gimmick where you do need to walk with Cap with his shield up to be able to damage him. And after that, you need to take care of some objects, gold objects. Make him come down again.
Yeah. This one's also a pretty cool boss fight, to be honest. Because once you do that, it's like some 1P2C.
Yeah, I do like this one.
Just as ridiculous now as the first time we met.
But yeah, you need to destroy the up left and then down right. I guess it's some like kind of generators, and then after Red Skull, after he's done with the second phase of the Red Skull, he's gonna need to destroy up right and down left. So that will make him that will make Red Skull come down the third time, and that will end the level. But yeah, this is the second phase.
The Red Skull is always
Yeah, this level clearly inspired by the Captain America in the first movie. Kind of see that. Obviously not entirely, but the way the boss fight is made is kind of resembles that.
You cannot win. No, you
And yeah, each of those things he has to do for this phase, one of them is some like lever, and then the other one is a Cap shield switch. So yeah, one of them he's gonna do with Human Torch, the other he's gonna do with Cap. But Human Torch is the bottleneck because you need him to destroy the golden objects, so not much you can do there. And yeah, that is the end of the level here, shortly. on to the 6th level. That I forget what this level is now.
It's
But
the Thor level.
I've just
oh,
remembered.
Bifrost Reception, right?
Yeah.
I'll catch up.
This one also has some interesting skips. You will see.
Yeah, yeah. This is like one of the first ones I learnt, I think, because I like saw the run, and I was like, oh, that's cool, and I kind of just like figured it out. But yeah, it's an interesting mechanic that I don't think is used in any other level. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, it isn't. It's just like weird, really weird that it allows you to do that in this specific one. Some collision deloading, but we'll see that in the 3rd room. But right now he's taking a detour to this vehicle point to activate it early and get that fast travel point over there.
Yeah, which I think I don't use for like another 40 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Most of what S.H.I.E.L.D. knows about Thor and his people remains highly classified. What little information we've obtained about
Yeah, I don't know. I think I like this game a lot because each level is pretty different. Like, they've got unique skips for each level, and unique 1P2Cs and stuff, so it never gets old. Alright. Auto-scroller
Yes,
here.
This is, yeah, one of the few ones. And one thing about this auto-scroller, if you're in this auto-scroller in free play, and you switch characters, your characters fall out of this line, and you self-lock.
That's funny.
So, yeah, wouldn't recommend switching characters here, but in story, fortunately, there is nothing that breaks. And I think this is the first Deadpool cameo we'll see here.
Well, no, there was
Or
one
we
in
already
the 3rd level, I think.
It was.
Yeah, when the elevator falls.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think he's actually in every level, but it's less obvious.
He is somewhere in a few levels. I'm not sure if he's in every level. Maybe we just skip too much to see him. But
Yeah, well, I know he's in the 2nd level, but he's like flying like a Magneto mobile or something, and so you don't see him, or we don't.
yes, I think so.
Be on your guard.
Buddy, they don't look so giant to me.
Now, only charge the controls. My hammer should suffice.
Great. So similar to how I'll like pre-do Black Widow's invisibility, I'll do that with electricity a lot. So I'll usually just charge it up as soon as I am able, because there's a large chance you'll need it later. Like in the boss fight, I don't think you use it for like 2 minutes or something. Actually, I don't even know if you use it. I think you do. Anyway,
Yeah.
there's points where
think
like you
so.
just don't use it for ages, but it's just better to charge it up in the get-go. It also does more like area of effect damage, I think, or you can shoot and stuff. So
Yeah. So now, we're supposed to kill 20 enemies here, but what he's gonna do is he's gonna fly to another room to just trigger this camera pan early, just because it's a little bit faster to do that. Yeah, this level is really kind of similar to the first Thor movie, where you have the frost giants of Jotunheim, Loki collaborating with them, and the last room has the Destroyer boss fight. So yeah, but first he has to deal with those enemies, and then Loki's gonna freeze one of your characters. It's always Human Torch, I think, and then he mind controls the other guy. So you need to switch to player 3 to be able to get past Loki and destroy that during the caravan. And now this is the skip we were talking about before the level soon here, where he's gonna fly up ahead with Thor, and then he's gonna switch characters to get past some collision to just deload the collision and get past it. Oh, this is something you might have noticed. Sometimes he's moving early with player 2, not in this room, but in the previous room. Yeah, but this is the skip first, so switch characters and get through that door like that.
Yeah, and
You
if
can do
you're
the same thing for the
holding
next door.
movement while you switch, he'll just like walk forward as soon as you can, which like you won't be able to see him, but he'll be moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do that again, and then it just skips that entire room, which is super nice.
Yeah, not sure why those objects deload. That room is not even that big. It's kind of weird, but
yeah,
it is a nice thing.
I bet our tin man would love
Yeah, what I
to
was gonna
see
say
this.
before is that in some rooms you will see that Gus is able to move with player 2 early, and this is like a mechanic or a glitch, I suppose, where player 2 in some rooms just get movement earlier than player 1 after like camera pans or stuff, and yeah, it just allows you to do that sometimes. Not every room, but sometimes.
this is a boring boss fight. It's basically just like 5 minutes of nothing.
Yeah, I think there's this boss fight and the Magneto boss fight at the end do go in hand as the worst boss fight of the game.
Yeah, I think that one's worse because it is literally nothing. Like, whereas
Yeah.
at least this has some skill, I guess.
Yeah, for some reason it just takes really long for the destroyer to be vulnerable, because he has to destroy some stuff to make
That
a
thing is indestructible.
shield panel for
Has to be a
Cap
way
to
break
use,
Loki's control over it.
and until he does
You
that,
guys
you
have
cannot
any
really do
bright
anything.
ideas? I'd love to hear 'em.
My claws ain't gonna do it this time. Gotta be another way.
So direct the beam at Loki, and then use Thor on the
Mortal pest!
destroyer.
The destroyer's vulnerable. Take him out.
And what I'll actually do, pro tip for all you aspiring Marvel runners out there, it's like the button prompt to do that kind of thing is X. Do not press X, press B. Because if you press X, there's a chance that he throws his hammer. And then if he throws his hammer at the same time that you go to do that action, he'll soft lock because he can't actually complete it because he doesn't have his hammer anymore because he threw it. And then it just screws it. So press B. B is your golden ticket for that.
I did not know that. That's a good thing to know.
Yeah, especially in the Magneto one, I had a soft lock once because the pumpkin that you're meant to hit, yeah, he just threw his hammer because he was attacking something else.
Okay.
Rid your mind of this madness, Loki.
Yeah, basically he just has to do 3 phases of whatever he did in phase 1, and then that's the whole boss fight. There's also a thing where Loki duplicates at the end, which we'll see in a second. But yeah, not much to this boss fight, like we said.
Yeah.
Personally.
You shall never win! Brother, I do not wish you
Down to
further
the
harm.
3rd phase. This one, thing is, fortunately, only the 1st phase is like super long. The other 2, they go by a lot quicker. They just, I guess, they just were sorry for us and
Yeah.
decided to make it a little bit shorter.
I swear, you will kneel before me by the time this day is through.
Yes, that's the final phase of the destroyer. Now, Loki's gonna get annoyed and
You think you have me outnumbered?
drop down
Well,
and
not
duplicate
for
himself. As he does, and you need to find the right one with Wolverine. And I do think it is RNG which one he is.
Yeah, I think it is.
Now he's gonna mind control somebody and I need to punch him, and that ends the boss fight. Alright, so that's level 7. And now we're on to the worst level in the game.
Yep. It's I think is it the longest one as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm checking SRC and it is the longest one, yeah. It's this level is entirely based on X-Men. So not really part of Marvel, but kinda. Basically, yeah. The X-Men mansion gets breached and they need to like save the Tesseract and whatever, but yeah, there's a whole mess of stuff you need to do in this level. A lot of long caravans. There's like 6 different rooms. Also a long boss fight at the end. Just every worst thing packed into one level. And also, this is the first time we see those electricity enemies I was talking about.
Ah, that's true. That's probably why I hate this level so much, actually.
Professor Charles Xavier's Institute
Actually, in this level, they're not actually that bad. They're alright in this one.
Yeah. No, in this level, they're not bad as in... what's the one? Taking liberties.
Yes.
That's the worst one.
Yep.
With the enemies.
Cyclops, Jean, you need to rescue any trapped students.
Professor, I sense he's in danger.
Do not worry about it.
Yeah, these X-Men here, they have some unique abilities. So I believe this woman's name is Jean Grey or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but yeah, you can like mind control and magic stuff with her. And this guy's Cyclops. He just basically has a generic heat beam. After this room, you're gonna get access to some more characters, but yeah, they all just have some they all basically have abilities you've already seen. So it's just overcomplicating things with adding new stuff here.
Yeah.
Or not overcomplicating things. Yeah, after saving those I believe they're young mutants or young X-Men, you progress further into the room, but yeah. So this camera is supposed to show the Juggernaut, but I believe Gus did something with the split screen here to kind of mess it up.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but that's pretty cool.
Careful, Gene. He's around here somewhere.
And the Juggernaut is the main kind of villain of this level. He is only seen in the first Deadpool, or the second Deadpool. The second one. And yeah, the X-Men are not really part of Marvel, but they still appear in this game. And it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It didn't appear in the next game.
I don't think they're in any other Marvel game. Are they?
Yeah. Well, they're not in Avengers.
Yeah,
because, well, it's Avengers, but yeah, in LMSH2 they also don't show up. LMSH2 is basically just Avengers. They're not like any... Well, there's some outside guys, but... And Guardians of the Galaxy obviously.
True.
Yeah, here you can, if you once you defeat Toad, you get access to the Storm. No, she's just named Storm, which she is basically like kind of like Thor instead of but she can't fly, so a little bit worse. But yeah, what he did there is he saved Storm while punching the piano, which actually overlaps 2 caravans. Kind of a small optimization. And Storm can also put out fires, as you can see. But this whole room is more or less bottlenecked by Jean here.
Yeah.
need to make this dinner table and then charge it to do something with the door. Oh yeah, no, it's supposed to save more students, okay. Yeah, they're gonna jump through this window and break it for us, but also get some barrier in place that you need to destroy.
Beast, we read you. What's your situation?
And also charge up one more electricity panel here.
Force your way through.
Alright.
Yeah, so when we mentioned that the Xbox and PC differences, Gus mentioned that there's one VSync launch that saves time now. It's in this room, but I don't think, yeah, he's not gonna go for it.
No.
But yeah, this is the only room with like a PC exclusive strat that saves time anymore. So that's why Xbox is significantly faster. No, but yeah, you can see some NPC action in the background there with Juggernaut and the guy that I do not remember the name of.
Colossus.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, with this kind of lenient jump here, you can get past this gap with both characters. And Jean can not fly, but she can kind of hover. And what hovering does is just kind of puts you above ground. But yeah, if you just space out the jump correctly, you can get past the gap. And the thing with the hovering is it's a little bit broken in some places with some slopes, so it can kind of give you a lift there. Normally there's supposed to be a longer puzzle to get up there, but yeah, really simple stuff, and you can do a similar thing with Iceman, but you just push him down or push him up with Storm. Oh.
That's not good.
Is he... Can you use the checkpoint thing?
Yeah. Okay, I've never seen
what?
that before.
Huh? How did he get under? Okay. Yeah, fortunately this game has those checkpoint statues. Make sure to load in the... Yeah. So he's gonna go right back to that room, but I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, no, I wasn't paying attention to that at all. Oh, great.
This isn't schedule, yeah.
Nah.
Maybe when you like punch the couch? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that. It's kind of annoying because that skip was going well, so...
Yeah.
Collectively known as the X-Men.
Just wait to see it again.
Okay. Round 2.
Thank God for the checkpoint system, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Oh my goodness. This trick is weird. It's like strange. You gotta be like a specific place. Okay, my players are swapped, but this shouldn't matter. Okay, okay.
Okay, I rewatched back the thing. I have no idea what happened.
Alright, sick.
Yeah, he got killed by an enemy, and then when you swapped to him, he was out of bounds. That's all that happened. Classic marathon. This has never happened before.
Yep.
Yeah, if you think we're done here, no. There are still 2 more rooms, and both of them are pretty lengthy.
Thing is, this room would be short if it wasn't for the camera pans.
Yeah. Kind of all of this level.
Yeah, true. Okay. Oh my... Alright.
this one piece you see harder than it looks. Controlling the ladies here is just a little bit difficult.
Yeah, it's like you can get caught on things so easily.
And here he has to be very careful to not misclick one of those statues, because weird thing with this game specifically is that when there's some like forcible objects that you can freely move to some platforms, like you saw there with the knights. If you happen to get one of them to despawn, they don't take 3 seconds to respawn, they take 30 seconds to respawn.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's a very weird glitch, and there's nothing you can do about it except for trying to not get a despawn. And yeah, now we're off to the final room, which is the Juggernaut boss fight, which is not really short, not a really short boss fight. A lot of stuff you need to do, a lot of stuff is bottlenecked.
Luckily, it is a pretty fun one. It's like not hard either. Like I keep my bubble up with Jean Grey because if she gets hit by a projectile, it deflects it immediately, like straight back to them. So that kills the guys up the top, which is really nice. So those guys will be dead now. And then I just spam with Iceman.
Yeah, there's quite a lot to do in this boss fight. Need to put a box on top of Juggernaut and distract Juggernaut so he runs into the gate and freeze him. Then like control the ice cube to deal damage. A lot of stuff just to deal 1 hit of damage.
Yeah.
I think you need to chill out a little.
Now, mine!
Is this boss fight skippable in free play?
Yeah.
That's good.
There's a door behind Jet.
Mm.
God, if it wasn't, I would have never run it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Isn't there only like
Yes,
one
there's-
boss fight that isn't skippable?
Yeah, it's the Mastermind one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna build an alarm clock here again to distract Juggernaut, because Juggernaut is not really a smart character, so he just runs to the noise he hears, because if it's an alarm clock, surely that means the enemies are there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so yeah, you can do the same thing again. Don't quite remember what you do for the last phase, but it's something similar.
Yeah.
I need to get the debris out.
Okay. That is working? No? Yes. That ice is so weird. There's no real indicator to know if you're hitting the right spot or not. Until it like starts doing it.
Yeah, honestly, I thought that was a soft look for a second. Good that it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, now, yeah, I guess he throws some objects to you, need to build them and use a tech panel after that. But they do need to go into the right place, or you need to, yeah, you need to use Gene. And now this panel, there is some weird puzzle. Oh, yeah, this is a snake. Except the arrows take 8 seconds to be usable.
Yep.
And that is almost the end of it.
Yeah, I don't know why they even did that. It's pretty, like, I don't know. It's pretty rudimentary.
So now, because his helmet is down, he can be mind controlled.
Now I shall write on it.
Yeah, so the whole point of dealing 4 hours of damage to him was to get that helmet off, So we can mind control him and use that strength handle over there to freeze him and throw him. Yeah, that's the boss fight.
What are you trying to achieve?
First need to get some real enemies here.
Yeah, because otherwise he'll target them, as you can see. Okay, this is epic.
Prime example.
Try breaking out of this, big guy.
And that is finally the end of the longest level in the run.
Yeah. Now we get a cool level.
Yeah, now we get a really cool level.
It can go wrong though, so hopefully not, but we'll get there when we get there.
I hope you ain't expecting us to walk to that very arena.
So this first level is kind of this next level is gonna be our first encounter with the main kind of villain of this game, which is Doctor Doom.
Yikes.
They're going to his castle in
Seriously, you guys?
some weird country that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
In the Fantastic car, of course.
Don't remember exactly.
Stowed away in
But yeah.
somewhere.
So this hub section pretty straightforward. You just need to assemble a jet.
Hello, Fantastic Four. You're needed in Latveria right away.
And after that we're gonna have an auto scroller, and after that is where the really cool skips start to happen. You're gonna see a lot of Mr. Fantastic gameplay because, as we said, he's the single most broken character in the game. Has a ton of unique tech to him. He can launch, he can do those weird grapple launches, and
Deep in Central
also
Europe lies a small nation known as Latveria,
turn into stuff.
ruled by Victor von
Which
Doom.
is,
Don't let the
and whenever
rusted look of
he's in a
Dr.
level,
Doom's
he
castle
is the
fool.
main gimmick.
It has
Yeah.
So,
incredibly advanced weaponry hidden
Getting him
behind
to the
stone
end
walls.
is the objective of most of the rooms. Yeah, this level is called Doctor in the House.
Boys,
Shoutouts to
I think
Doctor
we've been
House.
spotted. Watch out!
Rock beats explosives, right?
There it is. Everyone get ready.
Nice got the minikit.
Yep.
Director Fury, come in. We've been knocked off
So
course.
there's a skip right here as well, which is funny.
It's no use.
You can jump on these
Somebody's
purple
interfering with
things,
our
and it
comm
just means you don't have to
Duke
like
must have a jamming device nearby.
stack them up or anything, which is a bit funny. And then, oops, I messed that up. And then you hover over here. Now, because I screwed that up as well. Because we can skip the next part of this room, it allows us to do this. Otherwise, you'd have to get all the other
That dish
players
looks like
across.
the source of the interference. We've got to disable it.
Yeah. You do need at least Invisible Woman over
Yeah.
to do this normally.
It's clobbering.
All right, there is a skip here, so I'll do it because it looks sick. There we go. There we go.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't actually do that in runs because it's a lot easier to do the normal launch. But it looks swag, so. No, alright. Nope. Okay, that should work. Cool. So, that is a nice
There's
trick.
another way to skip. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
another way to skip that with a launch, but that launch is really bad, and this strat is way nicer.
Yes, it's like
this.
that one is consistent. I just learned it the other day, so I'm not very good at it yet. But already it's better because the other one you have to like shove yourself into some weird collision and pray that you get a launch. Whereas that is purely up to you. It's not, you're not praying for anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this room also is basically fully skippable in a second here. So first off, he's gonna do a big thick slam to get Invisible Woman up to the higher ledge, and also jump with Fang from the statue to the top. Really precise jump.
Yeah, this jump is really hard, honestly. Okay, let's lock in. It's weird because it's like, I think you need to be directly on top of its, like the statue's head. Okay, bruh.
Yeah. I need to go more left, I think.
That was almost. Man. Alright. Okay.
Nice.
The next trick is the scary one, though. Because you can soft lock pretty easily.
Right.
I shouldn't, theoretically, but I might miss this trigger for a while. I have not been doing very well in practice with it. So
Yeah, another hole in the wall to out of bounds door trick right here. So you need to get Human Torch. It's not available right away in the party, but once you get there, then... And yeah, you can just go here and that. There's a hole, you can go out of bounds really easily. And the out of bounds door is really weird. It's behind this elevator. And you
Oh,
need
wow,
to...
okay.
Wow, yeah.
Thank God.
It's also placed really weirdly. You need to like go back and then back in, and
yeah, it's
sometimes we'll do the same thing 5 times in a row. It's not gonna work, and you're gonna do it the next time it works.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. No, that was that was lucky.
Yeah. Now we just have to do this Green Goblin boss fight. Green Goblin's gonna be clutch for one skip and a couple of levels, but not yet. We just need to take care of him here. Did you get the glitch, the voice line at the beginning of the fight?
I don't know.
There's a thing where he talks, but there's no... He doesn't talk, actually. So his mouth moves, but he doesn't talk.
Alright.
It like basically happens every single time. Kind of funny.
Fortunately, this boss fight is another kind of nothing one. Just a lot of waiting.
Yeah. I guess there's quite a few boss fights in the game that do require you to just wait for the boss to do something.
Yeah.
Actually, no, in the next level we will not be seeing a boss fight, which is kind of fun.
Well, hopefully not.
Yeah. Honestly, it's faster to restart the level like 8 times than to do the boss fight. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, annoyingly enough, you get Green Goblin to 1 heart here, but it's left to wait for him to do 1 cycle of destroying windows to be able to build a statue, or to be able to build a Mr. Fantastic panel to turn him into a statue. And this last phase takes obscenely long.
Yeah.
So there we go. And I just need the final deal to hit the goblin, and that will end the level. Alright. Now for one of the shortest levels. I guess, yeah, this is one of the shortest ones.
Yeah.
Loki and Dr. Doom are heading out over the ocean.
Yeah,
Possibly
so
looking for
random
some
fast travel
links.
point.
I need you to fly out there and find them.
I do have to wait for this to happen, I think.
What is Brother Loki thinking?
Yeah.
This villainous Doom character.
And you can just this level starts in the middle of nowhere, and it's gonna have a really huge skip again with a collision missing from a wall. You can go out of bounds and hit a out of bounds door to skip the whole first room. And the whole first room is really long because it's supposed to be, there's supposed to be like 18 different puzzles, there's supposed to be a whole boss fight, and you can skip all of it with one door.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah. This was one of my least favorite rooms in the game when I played this casually, and I'm really glad that it can just be skipped.
Yeah, is it the maid's day off? What a mess.
Alright. Yep. So wedge yourself in there and then stop flying, and then you just fall through the wall. And then should... Okay, I screwed that up. I think I'm too... I don't actually know where I'm meant to be. I don't... Ooh. Okay.
A little bit lower, I think.
I think it's here. No?
And it's on the last thing. Like the last pillar. Kinda. Or sorry, the second to last. From your perspective.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And that, yeah, that skips a lot, and it's insane. And now we're in this underwater section.
Yeah.
Which is not even that bad of a room, honestly.
It's fine, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is sometimes you can get one of your party members stuck somewhere, but they usually get out.
Yeah, it's kind of like an escort mission.
Spidey sense. Something close by.
Yeah, basically.
But if you shoot everything, it's usually fine. Unfortunately, no way to break the bubble, even in free play.
Yeah, I was messing with some like cheat engine stuff, trying to get, even if you teleport past the bubble, you still get dragged in it. They did not want you to break out of the bubble.
It appears as though he may have been caught in the destruction of the figure, sir. I am detecting another vessel not too far away from your coordinates.
You need to clear the debris here, otherwise Jean gets stuck, and yeah. Basically, this whole section relies on her pathing being good, which it's fortunate that it is good. It's this pathing that she has in this section is really good.
Yeah.
It doesn't really break.
Decorate your ocean floors with statues.
The rubble-strewn look is very in.
So yeah, just one or sorry, two more things left in this room. Really quick whole level. Next level is not gonna be so quick, but it's this one.
Spider sense again. What is it?
Damn. Alright. I need to get mentally ready for this one, even though I'm not playing.
Yeah. Can go horribly wrong. Hopefully not.
Yeah, all he has to do here now is just destroy a cracked wall at the end of this room. And that will end the level.
There we go. Yeah, so this next level, it's kind of like a gauntlet level. It's just so hard to play well throughout the entire thing.
There's some mistakes that just cost you a ton of time. Like, it's insane. Hopefully we won't see those, but yeah, I'm not a fan of this level.
We've prepped a Hulk-proofed vehicle to take you to the Statue of Liberty.
And another time where you use that travel
You guys
point.
sure took your time. You ready for our little field trip?
Oh, interesting. You turned into Bruce Banner in the caravan.
Yeah. So you can do that if
know
you
that was
start the animations. Same with like charging up or anything.
Roxanne,
If you start it during the camera pan, like right before it, then it carries
its power
through.
plant, located a short distance from New York, is rumored to contain some kind of experimental reactor core.
Alright, here we go.
This is the Statue of Liberty level, where you're inside of the Statue of Liberty. Or, not sure if you're in it, if you're inside of it now, but you're gonna be in the next part of the room, or the next room. This first room has, again, because this section doesn't have any flying characters, there's some really cool parkour skips you can do. And also, you're gonna see something interesting with Wolverine. He has this very unique attack animation where if he attacks something or he targets something, he launches to that thing, right like so. Which can not only be used to cross... it's basically used to cross gaps all over this level. You're gonna see it like 2 more times. Really useful.
Yeah. There is a skip in the later rooms that does use that, and it kind of combines that Mr. Fantastic, like, aiming glitch thing. But I'm not going to do it because it's incredibly difficult to save time with. But maybe one day.
Yeah, I think you know what you're... I know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, now you're not inside of the Statue of Liberty yet. You're just like kind of attacked by it now because like Magneto took control of it or something.
Yeah, I think we don't enter it until after the like radioactive core thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oops.
So now, in addition to doing this glide with Mr. Fantastic, which is absolutely intended, he's then gonna do some jumps with Hulk that are definitely not intended. Very nicely done, to get him over to that gap early.
Yeah,
normally you need to get Wolverine over first.
Yeah, and then do the elevator or something.
I don't get it. How did that burn a metal statue's hand?
I actually have a theory.
But yeah, the electricity enemies in this level are the worst.
Yeah. And he has to play this room really specifically. Otherwise the AI characters can just get stuck somewhere and they won't really know what to do. Like there, he has to bring all characters through this gap, even though it's really easily crossable with a jump.
Yeah.
But even though it's really easily crossable with a jump, they didn't really expect you to do that jump anyway, so you need to get everybody through. You need to get Wolverine on that platform and then have that platform get him to the other side. Mr. Fantastic can cross through that chute and Hulk can just walk through the goo. And you do need all 3 characters at the end here to push the buttons for the elevator.
Also, for some reason, your third player will not automatically walk in the door. You have to like do it for him. Okay. This room's pretty cool. There is actually a launch here that was discovered, but I will not be doing it because I don't care.
Stay clear of them unless you want a 10,000 volt surprise.
Yeah, this area he's in right now is not really supposed to be a story area. It's Stan Lee is there. Stan Lee in Peru. You're supposed to rescue him in free play, but yeah, you can just kind of glide there and do this parkour to get over here early. And that doesn't warp your characters over, so now he has to do this. Yeah, he has to glide over there, and normally you're supposed to do something to stop this thing, but you can literally walk to the end of the room, do the grapple, and that is all you need to do here.
Yeah. Okay, this room sucks.
Yeah, this is the worst part of the level. It's really difficult and really punishing if you mess something up. Basically, the whole point of this room is to get from the bottom to the top. And the thing is, it's not like some other LEGO games where if you just like some like tower levels in other LEGO games where if you progress high enough, they put a kill plane on a lower level so that you don't need to. So that if you fall down, you don't need to like do the same thing again. This level does not do that. So if you fall down from the top, you can end up being on the very bottom. And since we do some skips, it's really not easy to get back. Because the skips you're gonna Gus is gonna do here are not really easy, and having to do them multiple times is also not easy. But yeah, another one of those. Yeah, this is a classic example of this level being amazing. There's supposed to be one of those horizontal launches with Wolverine again, but didn't quite get it. Now he has to do this annoying.
I don't know if I can do that actually. I think I have to.
Oh yeah, I don't know if that's possible. I assumed it was, but it might not be. And this is what I said, because he did that one horizontal launch with Wolverine earlier, he cannot do it again, so he has to kind of go back here and do this semi-normally.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That fire can be weird. You can kind of like almost soft lock yourself by like, because Wolverine's invincible. As you can see, he's got like his skeleton right now. So if you're in the fire, sometimes that just like breaks and he'll just like infinitely die, which is not good. Oh my.
Oh. Yeah, that's also a classic. There's just a hole in the floor there that is supposed to be basically a middle finger to you as a player. It's not visible at all, so you can just fall right through it, and that will happen, which is really amazing. Fortunately, not that difficult to get back, but
okay.
Yeah. It also makes it way more difficult to avoid that hole when 1p2cing.
Yes.
So yeah, you could see there when he was jumping very briefly that there is in fact a hole in the floor. Off camera, basically, you cannot see it, and it's really annoying that they put it there. But you need to get Hulk over here. Normally to douse this fire, but you can just kind of push Wolverine through an invisible wall if the game just detects Hulk is there. And yeah, if there was some way to like launch Wolverine up to get over like all the way to the top early, that would be very huge, but there is no way to launch Wolverine that we know of, because all you need to do to finish this room is to just use that Wolverine panel. Alright, let me get the copy pasta. This is my favorite voice line of the game.
Greetings. I am the Mind's Master. You can call me Mastermind.
Bro is just really trying to sell himself.
Control your mind.
Well, I guess the stream can't see it yet, but yeah, I didn't write that too much early, but it's a really cool one.
So easy to control.
This is a really cool boss fight, but it's also kind of stupid.
Mastermind is making you think we're your enemies. You gotta
Basically,
fight
yeah,
back.
Mastermind will control each of your characters in your party one by one, and you need to take care of basically a free boss fights in one. Thing is, that Wolverine one especially, it's kind of annoying because you need to hit him, like, on the first couple of frames he jumps down, otherwise he doesn't, he just makes another cycle.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Mastermind took control of you.
Mr. Fantastic will wrap around one of the members of your party, usually Hulk, and stun lock you. And if you punch Mr. Fantastic too early while he's doing that, you will soft lock, which is also amazing.
Get back! Get away from me!
Yeah, and the like enemies here don't help because you'll target them instead of what you're actually trying to hit.
yeah, amazing boss fight all around.
Snap out of it, Stretch.
So now, that's the second one, and the easiest one with the Hulk one is at the end here. The reason it's the easiest is because you just need to make Hulk ram into a wall, and that finishes the fight.
I didn't... What happened? He took control of my mind?
Wait. Hulk's man of two minds. They will both now belong to me.
Yeah, so usually chill on this right side, because then Hulk will like instantly just hit the rock there, or whatever, the debris.
Yeah.
And that's usually the quickest.
I wish I had regenerating abilities, like you.
Yeah, Hulk turns into Banner, then you hit him, and then he turns back into Hulk, and then you make him run into a wall. Also, I'm not sure, are these enemies supposed to be General Ross or something?
Yeah, it's like Red Hulk.
Yeah. It doesn't really make sense to me before I watched the movies. Just some enemies randomly appearing and like the previous ones were like aliens or something, or what the ones for Wolverine were Sabretooth, the ones for Mr. Fantastic were some aliens, but yeah, for Hulk it's just a guy, and it doesn't really make sense to me.
Well, I think it's meant to be like
now,
the arch nemesis.
Yeah, and right there at the end, he needs to use the Wolverine sense to sense out which mastermind is real, and it's also RNG which one he actually is. I need to find the one that's crying, and that's the correct one. And that ends the level.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not very clear either. But yeah, so here we're finally using this one, which is the one that I got for the Thor split. But yeah, you can see it's very close to where I needed to be. So if I get that thing like earlier, it saves tons of time.
Yeah, now we have 3 very long levels. I guess 4, because that one, the previous one was also really long. 4 long levels in a row. This one's Raptor's Rise. This is the dinosaur level. A lot of cool parkour in the first room and the second room. Or no, it's just the first room. And then a really, really long boss fight at the end.
This room is pretty hard, so hopefully it goes well.
Yeah, there's a jump midway through this room that I would call one of the hardest, if not the hardest trick in the game.
Yeah.
First you need to free the thing, who's kind of useless right now, and then after that you can progress this room through this wall. Let's get that first try.
Okay, that's good. Alright, let's see. No.
Barely.
Yeah. That should work? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's a really difficult jump. Yeah, now that he's on the other side, he needs to destroy that turret because it's gonna annoy him, and then he can again jump around the fences because they don't have really good collision. Jump on this one and jump to the end.
Okay, not so bad. That was alright.
Yeah. It's a really difficult room, but it's a really cool one.
Yeah.
Those giant eggs?
Someone brought the dinosaurs back?
Best guess is they're from the Savage Land.
And yeah,
Why would they
this
be here?
oh yeah, that's I forgot that was a thing. So you can kind of similar to what the co-op guys did in Lego Movie 1. You can kind of do some like boosts, like slams with some characters to damage boost one player with the other. That skips quite a bit of building, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Really nice skip.
I think it skips some like swinging on things as well.
Oh yeah. And here you build a whatever this is, a small drill, I guess, but with fire. It destroys this wall, and then yeah, cross this bridge of cap over an entrance for a thing. And I need some deal with some turrets at the end, and that will be the end of this room. And we have the really long boss fight, and that boss fight is really, really long.
Yeah. You can actually skip that like bar thing by doing the same kind of trick where you attack and jump, but it's very precise and pretty punishing if you mess it up. Okay, I don't know why that's... Normally this turret dies, which makes this a lot easier.
Yeah, I believe this switch disables the whole shield, and then yeah, that's the end.
Hey, come back, you fraidy cat!
So it takes quite a bit to get to the boss fight in the first place, and after that, it's also pretty long. It's the first Magneto boss fight. There's gonna be two of them. One's in this level, one's in the next level. He's kind of supposed to be the main sidekick of the main villain, Doctor Doom, which is why we see so much of him. But this is the first time we actually face him directly. In a second, because you need to first open up some barriers here. And yeah, the electricity enemies here are also gonna be a little bit annoying, so Gus is gonna try to get rid of them as much as possible, but not always something you can do.
I see you've enjoyed playing with my pets. Let's see if you enjoy playing with this one.
Bring it!
Yeah, Rhino just also make an appearance in this boss fight, but he's not really relevant here. He's just kind of an idiot. All you need to do is build a pumpkin. Is it a... yeah, there's a pumpkin, okay.
Oh my god, so close.
Yeah, that's the electricity enemies for you.
Yep.
Just decide to attack you and animation cancel whatever you're doing.
And now we do a bunch of waiting. Classic.
Yeah, this is the last few boss fights, they didn't really have a really good idea of what to do with them. Just kind of need to wait.
His shield is too strong for my powers to
This one and the next boss fight are all about just waiting for Magneto to do stuff, because spoiler alert, the next boss fight is also Magneto. So yeah, it's gonna be very fun. He kind of squashes you with an anvil there and then destroys it, then he can build it to throw it at him. You need to do something similar 3 times.
That's kind of the pattern here. Do a phase, do it 2 more times, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, this game and boss fight, like they did try to make some cool boss fights, but a lot of them just boil down to waiting for the boss to do something so you can damage him. Unfortunately, we'll see some better boss fights in the next LEGO Marvel Heroes game on Sunday. So I guess I can plug in my own run. So make sure to be there on Sunday to watch that.
Definitely watch that, especially if you watch this one.
Yeah. Gus is also gonna be commentating that one with me, so back in the same duo.
Exactly, the dream team back at it.
Yeah. Anyway, first we have an anvil, then we have an alarm clock. The alarm clock makes an appearance again. And not sure what the final thing is, but we'll find out. Also, while we're sitting in, also I guess I could quickly mention that the next run after Gus finishes this run and his incentive is gonna be the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar game. All levels by chess. This run's only gonna take about 5 minutes, so blink it and you miss it, I guess. And make sure to be there to watch this amazing 5-minute run. I've heard it's really cool. And after that run, there's also gonna be the last run of the day is gonna be also a run with Gus in it. Some LEGO Pirates Bingo with Flame Laser as well. So if you're not in the EU, make sure to watch those last 2 runs of the day because they're gonna be really epic. I unfortunately will not have that pleasure as it is currently 4 AM, but
So, where is this jet of yours?
I'm sure it will be great.
Parked all nice and safe in Central Park, I think.
Then let us make
Oh yeah, this is the hub section with
I'll
the
be honest,
1
my
minute long
head's still
caravan.
kind of funny from our trip in the flying submarine. Lady Liberty shook a few brain cells loose.
There's also just a period where you just can't do anything. I think it's waiting for dialogue, but
yeah,
it looks a bit silly.
Okay, we're here.
Need to get the Stark jet out of the water because he hit it in Central Park for some reason, I guess.
I'm not even gonna ask what the dozer's for.
1 moment, my headset just turned off.
Of course. What else?
Okay, we're back. So yeah, once you do this tech puzzle, I believe you just wait there for a minute.
Yep.
There's this whole camera panel of the jet assembling itself, and yeah, it takes quite a while. You will see here. They really wanna show how beautiful it is and how much they worked on it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, this is a pretty cool camera pan. It's just cut the length. But yeah, anybody is not really, I guess, doesn't really know much about this game. We only have 3 levels left. Unfortunately, the two next ones are gonna be really, really long. But still,
Yeah, and it's really
not
only
that much left.
they're only that long because of the boss fight. The other rooms are actually very short.
Yeah. And yeah, the last level is actually really hype. It has a skip for the whole level.
Magneto's space station, Asteroid M. We don't know much about it, but it
It
is sure to be
saves
small. Bad
much it
guys
saves like 4
lose
minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
attempting to gain entry should
4.5 or
proceed with
something.
extreme caution.
But before we get to that, we have this whole level. First room pretty straightforward, just do the intended puzzles, but 1 P2C to make it fast. Second room has a pretty cool skip.
Gentlemen, give our guests here a warm
With the
reception to
big
our
fig
humble
slamming kill plane clipping attack.
Nobody's ever happy to see us.
We'll see.
Anyone have a really big lockpick? Left that in my Swiss Army suit. My spider sense.
Yeah, this is actually one of the better 1P2Cs in the run, in my opinion at least. There is some stuff that's bottlenecked by 4, but actually makes it quite a bit more interesting. And the electricity enemies don't really bother you that much in this one. I don't know, they're just nice in this room specifically.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, this room's pretty good. The next room's really cool as well.
Yeah. The next room is the one that I was talking about at the beginning of the run with the devs not knowing Spider-Man is a flying character. Because, yeah, that's kind of... The next room is basically getting Spider-Man from one point to another. Even though you can just get him there early. Really easily.
Well, actually, we skip all that.
Yeah, we won't be seeing that,
Yeah.
but...
I'm rather busy.
So he's gonna do the, so like I said before, the animation of a slam with somebody like 4 just overrides the kill planes. So he can clip Iron Man out with a well-timed slam. Didn't quite get it there, but...
Okay. Not
interesting.
fully sure why this is doing this, but... Okay, and that... Nope. Yes, okay.
We just went too low, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one out of bounds allows you to skip the whole room. But yeah, behind where, or ahead of where Thor is actually, there's the puzzle where you need, like, only Spider-Man can do the puzzle, but yeah, and they want you to get the bridge open to get Spider-Man there, but you can just fly with Spider-Man or swing with Spider-Man and just skips that whole bridge thing. And this is the Magneto boss fight where you don't really do anything for a while. 3 phases, one for each of your party members, where they need to assemble an object and then throw with their specific animations. Throw the object with a specific animation at the Magneto. And again, the first phase of this fight takes really, really long, and the other ones are a little bit shorter. I believe this is the second set of objects, and after this one should be buildable, unless you need to wait for one more. Yeah, no, it's buildable. So this one is Iron, or Iron Man. Classic.
we go again.
Yeah. So like I said, this one takes a little bit less time, I think. But it's really weird. There's nothing you can do to speed this up. It's just waiting. Like killing the enemies doesn't do anything aside from them bothering you less.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, they really ran out of ideas here. The next boss fight, the one with Doctor Doom in the next level, is actually gonna be really cool. Because it's not really like waiting for stuff. It's actually playing the game, which is nice. Before we could do that, still need to go through 2 phases here. This one is a pumpkin, I believe. Again. And this is for Spider-Man?
Nah, Thor. This is the one that I've soft locked on.
Oh yeah. And yeah, for this one you'll need to wait for one set of objects to fall down to build it.
Amusing.
And yeah, again, the bosses annoyingly at 1 heart, but you need to do a whole phase to just take that 1 heart. Good news is we're almost done here. Is that supposed to be a chainsaw? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I've zoned out every time I played this boss fight. I don't remember anything about this. Like, you know, I haven't played this game in a while, but I do usually remember. I did remember most of this stuff, but no, that chainsaw, I don't remember seeing that ever. So yeah, one last thing here to finish this fight off, and we got 2 more levels to go. Right, this is the final set of objects here. So we had one for Iron Man, we had one for Thor, and now we're gonna have one for Spider-Man. This one is...
Yeah, I don't actually know what it is.
What?
I don't actually know what it is.
Huh. Yeah, no, I'm not sure what it is, but yeah. And that is the end of this boss fight. You don't even deal the final heart damage, you just kind of finish that phase and it ends it.
Yeah.
So now we go into the second to last level with the Doctor Doom boss fight. Same thing that we saw in the kind of the second room of the last level. We're gonna see again in this level with the big fake slam to get under a kill plane.
You're here. I'll brief you on the situation.
A really OP piece of tech that unfortunately only gets used a handful of times. And this is the first time that Gus has entered this inside of the helicarrier, which means that there are kind of 2 cameramen playing that at the same time. Because yeah, it shows you that you can enter levels in free play from there, even though you don't have to do that. You can use the map, but something about their games is that they often have 2, or the later the games, they often have 2 ways of entering levels. One of them is the map, which is usually the fastest, and then the other one is just like doing something else that nobody's ever gonna use, but it's still in the game. And yeah, putting Spider-Man on this wall here, hopefully, or just above the kill plane, and then you're doing a slam attack or a, I don't know what that attack is called, like a
drag,
sweep,
I don't know.
guess. Yeah, drag sweep. It just overwrites the animation of the kill plane and flips Spider-Man right through. And yeah, Spider-Man is a flying character. You can just go straight to the end of the room behind the door to finish it. This next room also has a skip, but we do have to beat most of it before we get to that.
Whoa, indeed.
So I'm not sure if this is actually intended, but yeah, with Storm you just glide over this gap and disable this. What's it called? A ramp.
Yeah.
I don't know. You reverse it, I guess.
Spider sense is tingling.
You need to do that a couple of times. You do need, I believe you do need, yeah, you need Spider-Man and then you need Thing to finish this area here. That is why you need to get those generators. But after that, we're gonna see a very weird out of bounds with Spider-Man. This time it's not a hole in the wall. This time it's a very badly programmed ceiling and combination of a Spider-Man wall. So again, these walls are designed because the developers forgot that Spider-Man can fly, and you can go on top of this wall and the wall is gonna clip you through the ceiling out of bounds, and from there you can go to the out of bounds door here in this general area.
Cool.
The tanker incident was merely a setback. You cannot stop me now.
And this is the last boss fight that Gus will actually play in this run. This is the Doctor Doom boss fight. And yeah, like I said, this one's less waiting. This one is more defeating enemies and then doing the boss phases. There's also some kind of mini bosses, guys, that are gonna come to the boss fight shortly. Also, if you look in the back of the boss fight, there's a Stan Lee floating behind the ship. He is a man that makes a lot of cameos in these Marvel games.
Yes, for sure. I think he also talks about how he makes a lot of cameos, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, he's complaining that he doesn't have an award for best cameo, which is kind of funny. And they actually did get him to voice, they did get Stan Lee to voice the Stan Lee characters in the LEGO games, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
He was a really cool dude, like, I imagine. Did you watch the commentary, or not the commentary, the documentary about him?
I didn't actually.
No, okay. Yeah, it's a good watch. Another one of those glitched camera pans, because sometimes if you go in and out of split screen in a short period of time, it just glitches out the camera pan. But yeah, now we just need to deflect this laser into something, into the thing above it, and it's again a free-phase boss fight where you need to do the same thing 3 times, except you know, this time you're actually doing something, so it makes it a little bit more interesting. But yeah, all the same here in the second phase. He's gonna spawn 20 enemies, I believe. After that, okay, no, never mind. Actually, he doesn't. He just spawns in the mini boss that you need to. It's kind of similar with the way he dealt with the Hulk in the Mastermind boss fight. You need to make him run into a wall and then just punch him, I guess. Sometimes doesn't work, which is weird, but
it can also soft lock as well. I've had that, which is fun. I think it's like mostly preventable. I think that's this game in general. There's tons of soft locks. but most of them are preventable if you just play it properly.
Yeah. Definitely a ton of soft logs. So another glitched caravan needs to deflect the laser again into the thing. I don't remember what the last phase is.
I think it's just one more of the mini boss and then you just hit him.
Yeah, might be. You also see the mini bosses floating in the background. Not sure why really, but they do be there. So last phase, and then we're on to the final level of the game, which ideally is about a minute.
Yeah, hopefully. It is pretty lenient, but we'll see.
So that is the final mini boss here, and now, yeah, you just need to hit him, I believe, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that is like the last level. Now, onto the final level of the run, the penultimate Galactus boss fight. Although you can barely call it a boss fight, but it's supposed to be one. Oh, that's a classic. You load into the hub, but player 2 loads in first.
And another
And
fast
now,
run.
yeah, and they basically recruited the villains there to join them in fight with Galactus because he can endanger them too, because the way Galactus works, he just like swallows planets, whole planets. So they don't really want that. Even the supervillains don't want that to happen. So yeah, they kind of need to save the world now. But I can't say we will be doing that. Because another one of those big slams here is coming up to get past the kill plane with a flying character and then hopefully hit the out of bounds door to skip the whole level, because this whole last level is one room with some phases. So if you can get out of bounds, you can hit the door that instantly ends the last phase. That is when time will be.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
Unfortunately, we're not gonna stay in the air for long if we don't fix that engine.
Nice, that's good.
Yeah, first our very quick clip, and then has to navigate some really weird out of bounds collision now, and try and go above the area of the 4 phase, and hopefully hit the out of bounds trigger. It's a very small trigger. Cannot see it, but Gus has a pretty good setup for it.
Oh, this is not good actually. I'm meant to be on player 1, so we'll see how this goes.
Really doesn't mess anything up, right?
Well, I have a visual cue.
Come between Galactus and his
what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back and then drop in as player 1 and swap them. Hopefully that works.
Yeah.
Assuming that's all good. Okay. 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 That should be good. Although the camera's weird. Alright, this should be good. Yeah, because the visual cue I used to this, because I'm basically just flying into middle of nowhere, is I'm actually going to kind of weave up and like right and left where it says button there. And hopefully I hit it. That's the goal.
Delicious.
Okay, looks like I did not.
Between Galactus and his meal.
Yeah, also Galactus is annoying for me. He just like shakes the whole ground of the helicarrier, so it's really difficult to navigate. But yeah, this store is basically in the middle of nowhere. Doesn't help that the whole level is shaking too, so...
Yeah. Probably reset it up again. Alright.
Creatures to come between Galactus and his meal. Oh, no. Delicious. I must devour this world. Your end is here. Resistance is merely working up my appetite.
Okay, this is not so fun. Oh, there we go. Alright.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there you go. Cool.
Okay. So yeah, that's time for any percent. Now we're on to the incentive for the Deadpool levels. So which ones are you gonna play?
Probably 3 or 4. I'm gonna do the circus one because that one visually looks crazy. And then one called, I don't actually know the name. It's like Bro Enheim or something like that. Tunheim.
Brotenheim.
Yeah. Because that's the only one that actually has a skip. And then.
What's the skip? Is it some like parkour thing?
Yeah, parkour.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I actually have to go to a different file because you don't unlock those just from beating the story.
So like you said, Deadpool levels are supposed to be the bonus levels. There's some like kind of fun side stories that are made up by Deadpool himself, and we're not gonna be able to. Well, no, actually, no. We will watch the cutscenes because PC can skip them. That's right. Yeah, so we can see some of the, fourth wall breaking stuff here in those cutscenes.
Hawkeye and Black Widow at the circus have gotten gooseberried by Iceman. Huh. As if things weren't bad enough for our merry bowmen, Nightmare has decided to take center ring. This trio are gonna need some help with this guy. That's a motorcycle. Since I'm not available, Ghost Rider is so the guy to do it. This could be a problem.
Cool. Yeah, so this level's got all kinds of stuff going on. It's just like trippy, you know.
Yeah. Has that weird visual effect of it, like, which the nightmare the guy in the middle is causing.
Now,
I don't have much to commentate here because I don't remember these levels.
yeah, I mean, to be honest, there's not much to say. It's kind of just like, watch it, you know.
Yeah.
There is one of these levels that's like 5 minutes long, which is annoying because it would be like a minute if we could go out of bounds. I'm not doing that one though. That's like the Doctor Strange
Which
one.
one is that? Oh yeah. That one is an interesting one.
But these levels are cool because it's basically just like do a bunch of tasks really quickly. You know, there's not many like. Well, it's like it kind of is a boss fight, but it's not at the same time. So you just, you know, you're not waiting on any things like the classic boss fights in the rest of the game.
Yeah. For sure, it's a nice little touch to the game.
I never mix.
This one's like almost done, right?
Yeah. Just gotta jump on this thing, and then that's pretty much it. Okay. So I'll do 2 more because we're a bit strapped on time. The next one's pretty short because it's actually got skips, and then the last one's just kind of a classic. Just looks alright. There you go. So that's the end of that one. Yep. So this is the one with the skip.
I'm like Wolverine on a good day, without the hairballs. What do you get if you cross a dark elf and a frost giant king?
Yeah, this one I was actually glitch hunting for this. I actually found a Big Fig clip or Big Fig slam to clip for a kill plane in this level he's gonna play here, but unfortunately the whole area is just boxed in completely and you cannot go out of bounds. So yeah, but this is still a cool level from what I've heard. So
yeah, so I'm gonna jump up here. I think you normally have to do a big puzzle on the right side to get up there.
yeah,
You can just do that. Okay, I didn't want to jump down here. And then just jump across here. Oh, that's fine. And then up here. There you go. And that's like the bulk of the level just done, just like that.
Wait, that's Malekith? Huh? Okay. Not the way I remember the character, but sure.
There you go. Yeah, so that one's...
That's a really quick one.
Yeah, that one's cool. It's cool. And then I'll do probably one more. I'll do this one. This one's cool.
Yeah, this one's funny.
Center of the universe. Awesome. Hard-working comic guys making stuff about me because I'm great. Wow, look at these two bad eggs. Bad eggs. You get it? It must be demanding some comic coverage. I thought one of them was dead. Thankfully, Stretchy Pants and Webhead are on hand to put a stop to Budgie Boy and the Quack Fu Kid.
Howard the Duck is going hard right now.
Yeah, this is like an Iron Man poster in the back as well, but it's like been Lego-ified. It still looks like a movie poster.
Yeah. There's a bonus level in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 that is basically this whole area reused again, but you're playing as Howard and you need to make a game. Which is funny.
We're in. Time to swing into action.
I think he just kind of just blows himself up here in this one.
Yeah, Howard's a bit of a silly guy.
I say, it's an awfully nice birdhouse. Yow! That was a dirty trick, Spider-Man.
Shoutouts to Mr. Fantastic traveling completely out of bounds. Or not out of bounds, out of the camera's vision.
I think that's a PC thing, because I don't remember that happening when I was doing these on Xbox. Like the camera just doesn't follow you correctly.
What's Iron Man doing here? Charge!
But yeah, we're trying to take down, I think it's Vulture. I think that's his name.
Yeah, it is Vulture, yeah. Just kind of gets annoyed when he sees a poster of a superhero and rams into it and takes damage.
Fair enough, honestly.
Where did Captain America come
Yeah, now it's even worse because there's a hologram now, so...
Mighty Thor, not for long. You dead insect. That hurt.
And this will be the last one.
Fools are no match for. Oh, what a nice place to rest for a while.
There we go.
You see that?
And
He
yep,
transformed into a
all
bird's
done.
nest. Genius! This guy is
Cool. Alright, well that'll wrap up my Marvel segment. I believe Chess Whiz is up next with Lego Advent Calendar.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us, I guess. And yeah, this was a really cool run. Make sure to stick around for the next 2 runs. And yeah,